So it looks like Gervonta Davis has a new opponent he wants to face. And I have a lot to say about it, but we're going to listen to Dante's Boxing, see what the report, and then I'll be chiming in between.
Yeah. We already ready to go to 40, bro.
Dontaesboxingnation, what's going on, guys? So after Conor Benn's recent win, he called out Gervonta Tank Davis, and Gervonta already made it very clear in his response that he loves the idea of moving up to 147 to fight against Conor Benn. This means Conor Benn has made more progress in one tweet than Devin Haney has made tweeting Gervonta Tank Davis for the last 5 years. So what makes Conor Benn so special? Davis is not telling Conor Benn he has to talk to the right people. He's not saying you have to talk to Al Heyman. He agreed to the fight right over a tweet. Not only is he very interested in fighting Conor Benn, but he says that he'd be even willing to fight him at 147. See, this is the reason why I keep telling you fans that are trying to speak for Gervonta Tank Davis, and you're trying to say things that Davis himself didn't even say. You have to wait until Davis comes out because he might end up disagreeing with you and making you look stupid. And that's exactly what Davis just did. For all the fans that said that Davis needs to stay at 135, don't go up to 140, Davis just told you don't know what you're talking about. And this is exactly what I meant when I reminded you guys that Gervonta just recently came out and said he's not scared to fight Devin Haney at 140 because he was beating up Sean Porter at 147. When he said he wasn't scared, he was talking to you fans that was telling him not to go up to 140 and fight Devin Haney. So while Gervonta was having this exchange with Conor Benn on Twitter, of course the fans were chiming in as well, and Gervonta was responding to him. One fan said...
before he gets to what the fan was saying, man, this is kind of the problem I have with... I really like Gervonta Davis as a fighter. Let me get that out the way. I really like Gervonta Davis as a fighter. I think he could be the best fighter in boxing currently. Outside of Terrence Crawford. I just have to put that out there. But Terrence Crawford's on his way out anyway, so I do think he is the face of boxing in terms of selling tickets. People, like to see him knock out his opponents, et cetera, et cetera. Gervonta Davis. There's not enough good things I can say about Gervonta Davis fighting wise, except his resume. Let's stop sitting here and acting like Gervonta Davis is over here fighting, the most superb people. The fighters that Gervonta Davis is fighting, they become popular after fighting Gervonta Davis. Everyone wants to act like they're boxing purists and they know everybody and da-da-da-da. I'm not going to sit here and lie like I know every single boxer in the name of this earth who's fighting in the dungeons of Mexico. And no, I'm not going to act like that. Pitbull Cruz came to fame and stardom because he faced Gervonta. I barely knew who Isaac Cruz was. Let's keep it a bean. Let's keep it real. Before that, before all that, his best opponent was Gamboa, and Gamboa was 38, 39, I believe. A washed up Gamboa who got his chin cracked by so many people. And this is not me dissing Gervonta Davis's opponents no, it is. It's not me dissing Gervonta, obviously. It's just I feel like he has so much potential that he's not unlocking, and it's for what? Now you're facing this guy? For what? There's no need for it. There's guys that want to fight you that are big names that'll get you way more money, get you paid, hella, and that I feel like he could beat as well. Why are you stalling? There's guys like Shakur out there. There's guys, at least face Frank Martin. At least face Frank Martin. I'm going to let this continue, but come on. The blind could see that what's going on here.
So you'd rather fight a 147 confirmed drug cheat, but accuse a 145-pounder of being on snack, all while Ellaby is screaming like a nut that you're a lightweight? Bruh, come on. And just to let you guys know how serious Gervonta Tank Davis was about this fight, he responds by saying, who's better, him or Regis? So not only is Gervonta Tank Davis telling the fans that were trying to defend him they didn't know what they were talking about, he's also telling Leonard Ellaby he didn't know what he was talking about. But it's just so crazy when you think about it because the whole team is all over the place. It wasn't that long ago that Calvin Ford, he just recently said that Devin Haney needs to forget about Gervonta and worry about them guys at 140 and 147. So for almost every excuse people made for why this fight should not happen or trying to create stipulations, Gervonta just threw almost all of those excuses out of the window in just one day. Hell, within 1 hour. Gervonta himself confirmed the snack excuse is out of the window. The moving up to 140 excuse is out of the window. Opponents having to contact Al Heyman first is out of the window. You fans can't use those excuses anymore because Gervonta just killed them all. Now, with that being said, once again, Gervonta's trainer, Calvin Ford, recently came out, dropping another hint on who Davis's next opponent will be. He said it's going to be an oldie but goodie. There's a couple different fighters it could be. It could be Manny Pacquiao. It could be Broner. I see fans are saying it's Gary Russell or it's Tevin Farmer. I could tell you for sure, Tevin Farmer and Gary Russell, those fights make 0 sense, and they wouldn't generate any buzz. Now, if we are looking at this from a business perspective, and once again, we're talking about a list of old opponents, Manny Pacquiao would seem to make the most sense. But once again, it's all just speculation right now. We'll find out soon, hopefully, who Gervonta will fight next. That's all I got for now, guys. I'm on to the next one.
All right, man. You guys heard the report. The whole oldie but goodie thing, man, just skip that too. I'm sorry. Let's be real. Gervonta has stated multiple times that he wants to be out the game after he gets, Devin Haney and Shakur. At least that's who he insinuated when he made that statement. And I'm paraphrasing, but I just, come on. At this point, I like seeing Gervonta Davis fight. I like seeing the knockouts and all that. I'm like everybody else when it comes to the excitement of Gervonta Davis, except I recognize his resume needs a little tweaking. And honestly, Devin Haney's playing it the smartest right now. Once he gets Ryan Garcia, let's say he finishes Ryan Garcia. Let's say they go 12 rounds, right? Either way, if Devin Haney wins against Ryan Garcia, and Gervonta better hope it's not in spectacular fashion. Because if it's in a spectacular fashion, and if Devin Haney knocks out Ryan Garcia, which I know a lot of people will say, oh no, he didn't, but look what he did to Regis. If he did anything like he did Regis to Ryan, which he has the potential to do, then the leverage versus Gervonta won't even want to look at that. Gervonta won't even want to do that. But luckily, we have a guy like Devin Haney who's not going to care about the money too much when it comes to this, because we've seen Devin Haney, to make a fight happen, to gain future leverage, he's willing to go to Australia twice, take less pay, and sign the contract in less than 24 hours or 48 hours, I believe it was. He's willing to do a lot to increase his name in the future. He's thinking about all that. But Gervonta wants to face a guy named, come on, let's keep it a bean. I really like Gervonta, but honestly, none of these fights are really, really interesting. I'm still going to watch because I like Gervonta. I like the way he boxes and whatnot, but let's, if we're being honest, everyone wants to see a specific type of fight from Gervonta Davis, and it seems like Gervonta does not want to fight these guys. Or at least he wants to fight them, but I guess it's on his terms. And that's something we just have to wait for as people who watch boxing. It's all the business, though. I don't know everything about the business. I'll say that. And Gervonta is Gervonta. He, what I'm saying? He's the face of boxing right now. He caught a shot. So I respect it. But I'm like, bro, come on. I'm not even going to say I respect him, man. Anyone get in the ring, I respect, obviously. That's not even a question. That's with this whole channel. But I just want to see Gervonta face these guys already, man. How many years do we have to wait to watch that great fight? I don't know, but let me know what you guys think. Am I tweaking? Is Gervonta Davis, does he have a superb, resume compared to the guys that he wants to fight? I'm mainly saying Devin Haney, Teofimo, but he wants to go up to 147 to face a guy who no one really cares to see him face, Conor Benn. Let me know. Maybe I'm tweaking. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. I'm out.